The Blacktop begged for mercy. Can you believe it?
Like Garrett said before, the Graven Rebels have taken control of some areas of the city, and will now patrol around like the guards did. Gameplay-wise, this changes nothing. They're just as perceptive as the normal city guard. They even patrol similar routes. So, seeing as the Siren's Rest is still a long way away, I figure I'll fill the travel time with a bit of discussion. I've noticed every time I'm back in the open world, I'll moan about how bad it is, and it is bad. But instead, this time, I'll try and focus on parts of Thief I like, you know, get a bit of positivity going. It's pretty apparent by now that Thief isn't so much an awful game, more a mundane one. Sure, it loads as often as a PS2 title, audio bugs are the norm rather than the exception, and it's definitely not as open and freeform as it makes out. But the stealth is somewhat functional, and more often than not, it nails the atmosphere of this dingy, plague-ridden city perfectly. The next chapter in particular has a fantastic feeling of dread hanging over it. I'll talk more about that when we get there, though. Forgive the buzzwordiness of the next sentence, but Thief really is an immersive experience. The first-person perspective certainly helps that feeling. On my first playthrough, I tended to only play at night, not only because the game is so damn dark you can't see anything if you play during the day, but much like when it comes to horror games, I felt like I just should. I mean, you wouldn't watch a scary movie with the lights on. That would be doing a disservice to the genre. I get the same feeling when it comes to playing Thief.
Bloom medicine. I can barely afford the sack house.
It doesn't feel bad to play either. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Unity recently, and the amount of time a guard spotted me through a wall, or the amount of times I got stuck on the world geometry during a stealth section, was staggering. That tended to happen a lot more often than it should. I can't say I've had that trouble with Thief though. When you haven't got all these limitations in play, Garrett zips around almost effortlessly, and the controls are really responsive. The touchpad inventory though, that takes some getting used to.
What happened to our reinforcements?
I am your reinforcements. There's no one left.
What do we do? We're caught, Wade, if they catch us out here.
These bastards aren't going to spare us a cart.
They destroyed the keep!
We held it as long as we could. Now pull yourself together.
Good find.
Over. I could use a stiff pint right about now.
I should disclose that I haven't played any of the other games in the series, so all this positivity could be completely misplaced, simply because I haven't seen the legacy this game is supposed to be measured against. Thief purists may call this game a travesty or whatever, but on its own, it's a resounding meh out of excellent. I'll shut up for a while now.
I'm getting sick. I know it.
God, you can smell the river from here.
I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
Doc Frock in the skin market. I guess her perfume's still clinging to me.
Lucky bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months.
I waited 5, and she's worth it.
I know a sailor who said Polly's importing that perfume from a foreign country.
I just rolled with Polly Adler, the sweetest smelling Doc Frock in the skin market. I guess her perfume's still clinging to me.
Lucky bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months. Something's different about you. Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
I just rolled with Polly Adler, the sweetest smelling Doc Frock in the skin market. I guess her perfume's still clinging to me.
Bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months. Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
There it is, the Siren's Rest. We're nearly there.
I waited 5, and she's worth it.
I know a sailor who said Polly's importing that perfume from a foreign country.
You look almost human, Basso.
If you can survive what they serve here, you can survive on anything. How's the hand?
Sore.
Like your pride, I'll bet.
I have something
That shit bucket needs to get what's coming to him.
I need a favor.
Oh?
You still have your boat?
Oh, I'd get a room here if I were you. Find yourself a nice gal and bed down until this whole thing blows over.
I need to do a little research.
The worst
It's
kind.
about Aaron. Trade. I need to get across to the Moira Asylum.
Just let me know when you want to go. I'll be there.
I have something for you.
I have something for all your nefarious needs.
Like usual, we'll sell off all the stuff we're not using. And we'll pick up some stuff that we will be using.
Come back when your purse has more weight.
Now, before we head off to the asylum, there should be a gent up here that has a fairly simple side job for us to do.
Oh, good sir. Perhaps you can help me, yes.
This weather doesn't
I
have
am the great Vittori, conductor of curiosities, the wrangler of wonder. Everybody has heard of the Vittoris from far-flung Illyria.
I knew a man from Illyria. Sounded nothing like you.
What?
Your, accent's slipping.
Need some tools of the
This weather doesn't have me.
It's Illyrian horsehair, at least. Huh? It's for show. Performance, Sirrah. The performance is everything you should know. Look at you. Hey? Hey? No?
I heard you were looking for help.
Terrible times. First the watch impounded my ship. Then some ruffians snuck onto my boat and made off with my finest attractions. Priceless, Sirrah.
So you need a new act.
No, I... Actually, wait. Now you mention it, you'd be quite the draw. The ladies love a bit of leather.
I wasn't volunteering.
Ah, quite. Well, I need you to help restore my livelihood if you're willing. What do you say? Be a pimp. Now, the first item I'm missing. A talking skull with the power of prophecy. A remarkable curiosity. Tell me, friend, do you wish to know the future?
I find this skull and you pay me lots of coin.
Ah, excellent, Sirrah. The skull itself would be impressed. Lots is such a strong word, but a reasonable amount, to be sure. Steal it back from the scoundrels who stole it in the first place, and, well, it's poetic justice. Oh, your kindness would bring a man to tears, sir. They'll tell stories about you, Sirrah, I'm sure. Wherever would a man of low morals auction an ill-gotten prophetic skull?
I know just the place. The black market.
Whoops!